What's good, YouTube? This is Mr. Wavy in the building. Today, I gotta talk about it. You know what I gotta talk about. You feel me? Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. What in the hell? You feel me? Now, yesterday, Megan Thee Stallion comes on Instagram Live and just airs it all out. She lets Tory have it. And Tory deserves that. You feel me? If these allegations are true, that nigga needs to go down. That dude should be in jail back in Canada and Toronto. I don't care, bro. You need to get rid of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is unacceptable. Now, she is the biggest victim in this situation. I do not want to misconstrue that. She is the victim in this situation. But I'll be lying if I told you it wasn't a few holes that I'm kind of wondering and concerned about. With the whole shooting with Tory, I'm just kind of, the few questions I have, what I've been hearing and the sources that I've been told is personally that Megan and her friend that was in the back seat of the car was in a love triangle, you feel me, with Tory Lanez. Now, if there was a motive to shooting, there is no motive to shoot anybody. But that's the one motive that makes logical sense. I don't think an argument, usually when shootings happen, it's a sense of love, sex, things of that sort causes a lot of deaths, marriage and stuff like that. It causes a lot of deaths. So when a gun comes into the equation of an argument, it's usually either cheating or like you kill somebody basically, or some shit like that. So in this situation, I feel like the argument that ensued happened between Megan, her friend Tory. Tory sleeping with both of them, right? So whenever the argument kind of took a fumes where Megan decided to exit the vehicle, and that's when the shooting began. Now, there was a witness, right? There was a witness in the shooting. So, somebody witnessed this. I don't know if they witnessed the shooting or they witnessed the argument within the vehicle. But whichever it was, the cops were called to the scene. This is the weird part for me, right? Now, she is the total victim. Tory is wrong regardless. If Tory even pointed a gun playing around, he's still wrong. Regardless, you have a unlicensed gun you should not be carrying. So regardless of how you feel, he's wrong just off of that scenario alone. Now, this is where it gets weird. The TMZ video release shows Megan getting out the back of the vehicle. Now, this is where my logic, and do not take this as fact. This is an opinion. This is speculation. Do not take this as fact. I do not know what happened. I believe the friend Megan was arguing, right? Megan gets out the car. She believes Tory shot her. So Tory probably has the gun and shoots her, right? From there, she goes to the back seat where I believe that's where she ends up in the backseat. Why the TMZ video that they have is why she's coming out the back seat. She got into the car because, I just got shot. Oh shit. Like, what's going to happen is people watching. She probably thinks people watching her. So she gets into the back seat. And from there, I don't know if a fight happened within the vehicle. But regardless of that, the simple fact of her getting shot it's an abomination. You know what I'm saying? It is truly sad that guns were even brought into this equation of any situation. You feel me? So, regardless of what happened, Tory must come out and say something. Period. If Tory doesn't say nothing, you can probably book it that he's guilty. You can book it that he's guilty. Now, Tory comes out and says, no, I didn't shoot Megan. This is what really happened. This is where the story gets a little more interesting. But it does not seem to be that case. She believes that his publicist is trying to stir the argument with the LAPD. The only real question I have, and this is a serious question, I believe she was shot by Tory, in my opinion. I'm not. If it's proven wrong, I'll eat crow. But I believe Tory shot her. Now, the interesting thing about this is cops are no dummies, right? So you're shot in the foot. You tell them that, hey, this is just glass that I stepped on. My thing is, when you got to the hospital, Tory was arrested for having a gun, right? So Tory's arrested for having a gun, right? She goes to the hospital. The doctors and the people who perform the surgery see bullets in your foot. That by law, they have to call the cops. They have to say, hey, there's a bullet that is not self-inflicted. There's a bullet in somebody's foot. You have to come investigate this because we don't know who did. So he is being held on bond for a gun, and she has a bullet in her foot, and the cops didn't figure out who did it. It's very weird. Now, the only problem I will say I personally have, now this is just me personally, I have with the situation is I don't like her protecting Tory. You cannot protect Tory, right? And say, hey, I'm trying to keep black men. Look, there's bad black men out there. You don't need to protect those type of dudes. You feel me? So you protecting him, everybody wants him locked up. Hell, I want him locked up if he did it. You protecting him does not benefit anybody. The only person that benefits is Tory. You can't cry for sympathy. In my opinion, it's almost like she's crying for sympathy because she's over here going at 50, she's going at Dre, which, granted, she has every right to be. This is not a funny situation. My thing is, why are you protecting Tory Lanez when you could have died that night? You could have died, Megan. That alone, you shouldn't be protecting a brother like that. You know what I'm saying? He is a threat to other people. You have to look at it in the sense of, look, Megan, I'm Megan Thee Stallion. I had too much to lose. I could have died that night. I could have bled out. In situations like that, you don't protect a black man like that, bro. You protect black men against injustice. We protect each other against injustice. When wrong is being done to you, I do not want to see you protect somebody of that ilk. If he's, he got some kind of mental illness or something. You can't protect people like that. And that's why I feel like there was a lack of sympathy from some people in the public. I think majority was, we sympathize with Megan, but that was why there was a tad bit of, we don't know. You gave us a lot of juice in that last live. Don't cooperate with us don't cooperate with us. That's what I'm saying. Cooperate with the cops. You will not be seen as a snitch. You don't even make gangster music where you can be seen as a snitch. You feel me? She makes music that is geared toward hotties and hot girl stuff. It's almost in that like Cardi B kind of. It's a sexy type of rap. She doesn't rap about gangster stuff. So personally, there's no snitching code for you. Nobody's saying, "Oh my gosh, Tory tried to shoot her and she's snitching on him." No, boo boo. No, we want him gone. So you can't snitch in public, quote unquote snitch. You can't tell people in public, but not work with the cops behind closed doors. What you're telling me is you work with the cops at this point, and that's fine. But you're going to have people with opinions and people that say, this is weird. And we have to be fine with that as a society. You feel me? So, Megan, I'm praying for Megan. I'm praying for her stability. I'm praying for God to give her strength. And as for Tory, I'm praying for his mental stability. Because at this point, I don't know what's wrong with bro. You feel me? So, we have to get all the information, all the facts. And once we do that, we'll see where we go from there. But like I said, if the facts come out that he shot her And even if he didn't shoot her, if it grazed her, if it anything, bruh, regardless, the gun was in her direction. It shouldn't even be in her direction. You feel me? So, regardless of what happens, Tory's career is probably done. Now, Megan career can only go up. But this is going to be a learning lesson for her. She can't surround her energy around certain people in life. You know, some people can't have your energy. And that's what the testament to what happened, you know, that night of the shooting. So, let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty sure y'all know who did it. But let me know what you guys think. If you agree, if you feel like, you know, that something else should happen, or what do you guys think happened? But, we gotta protect Megan. We got to. And we gotta protect our black women, you know? And I just don't want our black women protecting people that aren't adequate to being protected, if that makes sense. He's not somebody to protect. You protect black men that are doing great things, you know, that are trying to uplift people. Not black men that try to shoot your foot. You don't protect people like that. So, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Mr. Wavy in the building. One another one, you feel me?